So I've brought you here today for impromptu interview debrief.
Shit.
Oh no.
Question number
A
one.
pop quiz. Pop quiz. Uh-oh.
Thomas Young, Oni.
Oh.
Why did we bomb out of LPL, Oni?
Cause bad.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
the
that's
answer?
it. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you're not
Oh,
doing
you're so
you're not
good.
you're not doing the
Happened
future
long.
interviews at the lands, I would say. You nominate someone else.
I like it, Chief.
Question number 2 is for Anish G.
Hello.
Why didn't we learn from our ESEA finals between ESEA and LPL? Why didn't we learn our lesson?
Now, honestly, I think we did learn our lesson, but we were just too lazy to act on it. So people were really frustrated about the loss, but I would say people were still hurting from the fact that they lost. They weren't able to recover well enough from that loss and take action on for our next tournament. I feel people were still like having, I guess, grudges against each other, I would say, and those grudges went unresolved, which kind of hurt our progress towards the end of ESL. So I would say it was all mental. Like we lost because our mental was really bad, and we had like these issues within the team which were yet to be resolved, which kind of fucked us in the end.
So you think we learnt our lesson, but we didn't have time to recover?
Yes, we learned a lesson, but at least we learned it. Better late than never. But hopefully in the next tournament we should be performing much better.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Question for Jules. How is the 8Ballers hair regrowth program going? Because you're looking really good.
Wow, it is good. I've made good progress actually. So I think since we last saw me, I had no hair. So that's good.
I think everyone's not going to know who you are based on the 8Ballers team photos from Melbourne. Looking good, mate. Well done. This question for Jules. Your
Alright.
coach, MoeycQ, said on Twitter that we're on another level to Lese. Do you agree?
I would say it depends on which level we're talking about. I think CS is like strategically and mechanical skill, and I think some people are mechanically good in this team, but I think if you look at teams that we're playing against, I'd say majority are mechanically better than most of the individuals in this team. But strategically, I think we're more advanced than the other teams. So I think we can outplay people strategically, but then we using strategy, we can find ourselves in better positions, but then we're not able to punish the mistakes because we don't have as many hours in game as the people we're playing against. So I think as we stay as a core 5 and play more and more, we'll become mechanically better and we'll be able to punish.
Yeah, fair enough. And Shui, do you, going off Jules' answer, do you see why Lese were upset with that? Because although we might be better strategically, to say something like that after they've just won a game kind of like takes away from them, or?
I think definitely, like not only ourselves are putting in a lot of effort, but other teams in the leagues are also putting in a lot of effort. And for me personally, if I was in that team, I feel like it would be taken away from me a little bit if, comment was said that, we're leagues above others and yet got the win on that night. Based on what Anish said as well, that we really didn't, like we learned from our mistake in the ESEA Grand Final, but we didn't have the drive to want to fix it, I guess, and implement better strategies in place to have better practice.
Yeah, because they're a good team, right?
Yeah.
Mechanically, they're quite good.
Yeah.
Is that all we need to beat them, or?
Not necessarily. I think mechanically they're very sharp individuals, and they have a good read on the game. Got like a little bit of an insight to him on how he reads the game, and I think that no matter what.
Hold on, are you leaking our strats to Lese?
Yeah, 100%. I've showed them our strat book, like all 7 pages, all that sort of stuff.
Snitches get stitches, bro. Remember.
Questions for
Thank
you,
you, sir.
Justin.
Yes, sir.
So 2 questions. Number 1 is, what is the skill cap of this team? Are we anywhere near that at the moment?
You want a serious answer? A half-half.
Mate, whatever you like. It's your choice.
When skill cap are like terms of like knowledge of the game, I'd say we're getting there. First starting off, not so much because we all started off from CGA. Majority of that's the boogeyman. All right, that's the only guy with real good knowledge and skill as an individual. The rest of us had to go through, especially me. I didn't watch a demo until I joined. I didn't even watch a full pro match. So skill gap, we're quite high. I'd say majority of it, I think we deserve the placing that we got. Individual wise, we got a lot of working to do, but that's only time really and experience at this stage, isn't it?
Question number 2 is, why do they say you have the biggest dong, and what does that mean?
And that's for everyone else to think and for me to know.
Wow.
So people can interpret that how they like.
They can interpret it like, exactly.
We'll keep them guessing. That's good.
Yeah.
Another question for Shui. So obviously bombing out of LPL and ESEA. There's a lot of people criticizing you and saying you've been dethroned as the King of Scotland. What are your comments on that? Because you know, a king doesn't lose. So
the king has just lost a battle, but the war is yet to still be won. So
Cringe,
that's about it. I just had to.
He's not a king, he's a lord. He's a fucking lord.
Alright, Anish, how many cheats does Jules need to code for us to eventually win a tournament?
Honestly, I think he's already coded enough cheats for us, but we're just not using our cheats right. And I feel we kind of need a cheat coach to help us kind of hide our shit better. So maybe Jules can maybe invest in another
You guys got
coach, you know,
cheats?
to help us kind of. Sorry, I got. This is my pen drive for my cheats, by the way, guys. I store my shit in here and I plug it in whenever I need to.
It's Legion versus Lese in the LPL finals. It's no secret, I think we place ourselves highly in that division. We do well against them in scrims. Did you expect to see that final? And like, how do you feel seeing those two teams in the final? How does it make you feel?
I don't know. I don't even know the players in the teams.
Damn, man.
There's your answer, Moey.
There's your you lost to 5 of them.
I don't pay attention to who the fuck we verse.
Steve.
Green fuck, man. This guy's farming me, dude.
Alright, question for Michelle.
Oh,
Is this
okay.
how our debriefs usually go? Why are we asking about dongs and kings of Scotland? Is this the 8-baller's secret? Is this
No, this is normally what happens in game.
Anish, another season of ESEA Open. Definitely not where you want to be. Oh. I wouldn't blame you. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's really frustrating. I think you don't play well on the day, and now you're stuck in another season of Open. Is there some sort of silver lining in this for us, or is it just an annoying thing? Can we focus on other competitions? What does this mean for us, and how do you feel about playing another season of Open?
I mean, I would say, like, I've played a lot of seasons, and when I first came to Oz, I was like put at the top, where I was just like a raw fragger, and I didn't use my brain at all. I was just running around shooting people, and I kind of had a little bit of success with that when I was playing with you and when I was playing with other teams in tier 1 to 2. So I guess me joining 8-ballers was a chance to, like, you know, kind of learn. We still have a few other tournaments to go, you know, and if we're back in Open, it is what it is. We just have to kind of work hard and make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Nish doesn't care about playing for the big bucks because he's already on the big bucks.
Yeah. How will ESL AUNZ go, and will we play to our potential now that we've kind of gone through some rougher officials? Can we just play more confidently this time and with less pressure?
Well, I think we've learned to lose, so hopefully we got that out of the way. Hopefully we can be a bit of a dark horse in this series and show people what we're capable of. I think as a team we have a lot of growing still to do. So if we don't go all the way in this one, as Anish said before, it's probably not the end of the world. Would be nice to do, but we'll see what happens, I guess.
Justin, and our first match is against Simplicity in ESL AUNZ, Justin. So obviously the question, but what do you think of that matchup as well?
I guess it's like no real way to go humble about it. Like, respect to the boys, like they're all individually talented. I don't put them on a pedestal. I don't put a CGA on a pedestal. They're there to win because they're another stepping stone. With simplicity, they're like any other team. So I don't put them on a pedestal. I only think of teams to beating them because I know they're the stepping stone for me to achieve my next goal.
I don't know. I think it was TJ. There's TJP and that's it. I don't know any other players, so I don't know. See how we go. Rest of
What
the
do you
season.
think of TJP on here?
Funny man. And that's about it. Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
No comments on his Counter Strike. I guess not.
Holds W occasionally, and yeah, that's about it.
Can you show us one of your girlfriends that you were holding up before, man? What is that little? Is that what you keep for good luck?
Oh yeah,
Stress reliever.
Is that how?
yeah.
Is that how you aim
But-
so well? You just squish that thing? Like, that's
Yeah, I
just-
squeeze the fuck out of it, bro. Like this is my workout. I don't go to the gym. Like
Aim
keep
training.
switching.
Just to
And
confirm,
if-
it's some sort of fruit, right?
Yeah, it's a fruit.
Maybe you
so-
buy it.
I want to ask you a question, Moey.
Okay.
What excites you most about this team?
I think it's we're consistently underdogs. I feel in this team, which is really good. Once we get into the divisions that we want to be in, we're going to consistently be an underdog that plays really good Counter Strike, has very good strategy, has a lot of theory done, understands the game, and we're going to be playing well against top teams. So I'm really excited for when we get to play those top teams, and I think the Counter Strike that we play will work the best against them. So, but we'll get there, boys. We'll get there. Any last
Yes.
comments?
We're just
Uh,
gonna-
Now we gotta do the 3, 2, 1. All right, ready, boys? I'll take the lead like usual. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, boys.
Let's go. We're gonna join up. Come on, Scream. We're late for Scream
Oh
already.
shit, we're late.
Alright,
Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Classic.